I'm Mr. Robert. So let's go see what's cooking. Hey, thanks for stopping by my kitchen. Today it's all about the brisket. I'm going to share with you the way I process and cook a brisket from start to finish. What we have here is a 12.5-pound brisket, and when I get finished with it, it's going to go in the refrigerator for the night. It's going to hang out there for the night, and tomorrow morning, real early, I'm going to get up and I'm going to put it on the smoker, and I'll show you that tomorrow. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing I want to do or show you is I have a salt and pepper concoction here that's 50-50. So we're going to salt it down. We're going to shake it down real good. And I'm going to make sure that every bit of surface is covered with this. It's a 50-50 salt and pepper concoction here. You can buy this in the store, you can make it yourself. Just pepper and just ground pepper and kosher salt. Now there are a lot of different rubs out there that you can use. It's your prerogative, of course. But I found out that this one really does a good job. I've tried it the last 2 times, and so I'm going to stick with it for right now until I have a special occasion that I want to use something else. Okay, let's turn it over. Every little nook and cranny has got this salt and pepper on it. When I first heard about this salt and pepper on a brisket, oh my, it's got to be a rub. Not so much. I finally figured out that using this stuff really does a good job. Okay. Rub that thing in, rub that stuff in here. Okay. And for the final touches on this, on the bottom, get a nice layer of brown sugar. That wild or what? As you know, it takes a long time to cook a brisket. And I don't mind doing it because I like to cook stuff, and I like to see the smile on people's face when they eat your food and they tell you how good it tastes. Now if it doesn't taste good to me, I'm not going to serve it to anybody else. That's just the way I roll. Okay. Now, we got the rub on there. Let this out here for a minute. Get this out of the way. Okay. Now, before I get it all wrapped up, I found a little tip about when you go to slice your brisket up, you want to slice it from against the grain so it's real easy to see it before it gets all cooked. So the grain is going right here, so what I do is I cut a little slice in here. Okay? There's a little slice right there at the tip of that. So when I go to cutting, I just start cutting this way and I'm going against the grain. So that's just a little tip for you. Okay, now we get this cellophane here. Wrap this bad boy up. You want to make sure that you kind of wrap it up as tight as you can. This is going to be marinating in the refrigerator all night long. Not the easiest thing to do, but just take your time and work with it, and you'll be fine. Tuck it under there. Like I say, you want to make sure it's nice and tight. Want to get that cellophane up tight against the meat. Okay. There you have it. Now, time to put this thing to bed in the refrigerator. And tomorrow morning, real early, I'm going to get up, I'm going to bring it out, I'm going to unwrap it, and let it come up to room temperature best I can. And I'll get the coals going, and get the wood smoke going, put the heat on, and then a long day of smoking. Hey, welcome back in. Now what you see here is you see a brisket that has been smoked for 5 hours. And what I'm about to do now is probably going to blow your mind, but it really works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this in peak paper, but I'm going to slather the top with some parquet. I'll wrap it up, stick it in the oven at 225. And it's going to stay in there until I reach an internal temperature of 203, and then it's going to be finished. Hopefully I can get 5 hours of cook time in the oven. So let's get started. parquet. Now it's time to wrap. Okay, it already has 147 degrees internal temperature, so I'm going to take it to 203 and it should be done. So I'll see you later. Hello and welcome back. Now I've had this brisket sitting out for about an hour or so. I'm getting ready to slice it up, but before I do, I'm going to do what's known as the jiggle test. And to do that, you take your brisket and you pick it up like this and you jiggle it. If it jiggles, that's a pretty good indication that the meat inside is really tender. It doesn't always happen that way, but it does a lot of the time. And keep in mind that the seasoning I used on this is a pepper-based seasoning. So when you eat some of the outside bark, you will have a peppery taste to it. If you don't like that, you can always put a sweet rub on it or a hickory rub. You may like those a bit better, but I chose to use this one. So let's get started on slicing it up and see what's going to happen here. Now, when you cut a brisket, you got to cut it against the grain. So, now with some of the other rubs that you can get out there, you're going to be able to get a nice smoke ring. With the pepper, it's really not that defined.